Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode. I believe it's 14 now, I think. And I'm coming to you from the Nether. Yesterday, on the 1st, I did a live stream for the new year, and we did a few hours here on the server, and I decided I needed to get some levels because we finally got everything we needed for an enchanting table. And so now I'm sort of lost in the Nether, but I think we're pretty good. I've been staying on the inside of caves and stuff. But today's going to be kind of a talky episode, because I wanted to talk about the new year and plans and stuff. Everybody makes resolutions. I don't really make New Year's resolutions. I make plans of things that I would like to work to get done in the new year. You know, most people are like, oh, I want to work out more, or I'd like to quit smoking, which I need to do, which I'm going to try to do this year. We'll see how it goes. But this year is going to be a good year. I can feel it. My few of my plans are, one, to stay more regular on content, because sometimes I drop off just due to being busy and then being lazy sometimes. You know, where I'll have a little bit of time, but I'll choose to sleep or eat or go do something less productive. Not saying that eating and sleeping is bad, but that I'll go and just kind of BS for the day, and I don't like that, but I do it anyway. So that's one of the things I need to work on, is just to be more productive with my content and my time, so that I don't feel like I'm wasting it. Some days I feel like I've just wasted my time, and there's so many other things that I can do. So, yeah, look forward to more content. It will be a thing, I promise. I think, where's my trail? I don't know where I'm at. I'm lost in another. I got a couple more picks, so I guess we'll just continue forward, because that's totally how we get back, right? But another thing that I want to try and do by the end of the year is I have wanted to try and go full-time, like YouTube and Twitch and stuff, and then I rebranded, so it's not going to be something that you're going to see soon, but I have been for a while saving up to take 6 months to a year off of normal everyday, and put all the time that I would be spending doing a day job into recording and streaming, because I feel like that's something I want to do, whether it's for a year of my life or a small amount of time, to being full and living my life as a content creator. It's something that I feel I really want to do. I mean, I don't feel that it's going to be, a lifelong career, because there's nobody who's really made a lifelong career out of just content creation. It hasn't been around long enough for anybody to have lived a lifetime of just doing that. Let's go explore out this way. I'm a writer. That's what I like to do. Okay. Should we... possibly another cave. More caves? Oh no, this is not an extra cave. Okay. The lag in this is just ridiculous. The lag in the Nether is just stupid. But there is a small back onto topic here. There is a small part of me that wants to see if I could do it for a year, or succeed at doing it, not necessarily for monetary reasons, but to prove something to myself that I can do something that I put my mind into. And that's the thing. I've saved up. I'm about a quarter of the way there in the past couple of months. So we'll hopefully by the end of 2017 we will be able to put some time and dedicate pretty much my whole day to doing this. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I gotta go back and get a normal job. I guess I have to get a normal job again. but I want to see if I can drop everything and become a YouTuber, become a Twitch streamer, you know? And I'm doing it in a smart way because I know people who have succeeded in dropping everything and becoming just successful, but not for me. I don't think I'm not comfortable with just dropping life and just to attempt to do it. So I'm saving up. I'm saving up anywhere from probably about 9 months worth of where the hell did I come from? About 9 months worth of bills is the plan that I have, so that I could take 6 months, and then if it doesn't seem to be going well, at the end of that 6 months, I would start looking for a day job again. So, you know, it's about 10, 15 grand is where I want to sit at, as far as what's, you know, half a year's worth of what I need to live is about 10 grand. That's a thing. That's something that I really want to do and see if I can succeed with. We'll see how that goes for 2018. Maybe that'll be the year that we can just go straight content creator and just be a YouTuber and streamer. But you know, that's kind of a pipe dream right now. And the other thing is, I really love writing. Writing is my thing. I got an English degree. I haven't done anything with it, like, because I mean, when I was going to school for it, I didn't think about the fact that you, just because you have an English degree, what are you going to do with an English degree? Nobody's hired me because of my English degree. Nobody's you know, that doesn't do it. You have to do a secondary degree like teaching or stuff like that, and I don't want to be a teacher. I couldn't do it. There was a time where I was entertaining the idea of maybe being a teacher, and then it fell apart when I realized I very much so dislike kids, especially other people's kids. If they're my kids or kids within the family, I can tolerate them, but other people's kids, I can't do it. It's just not happening. So, yeah, level 27. But I want to get published. That's something that I want to do this year. I want to be able to be my book on the shelf, and that's something I've wanted for a very long time. But writing is more than just, you know, jotting down a story and then sending it to somebody. I mean, there's so many editors and companies that editors and publishing companies, they get so many manuscripts for books every single day, every single week, every single year, that it has to stand out so much for them to give it a proper read through and really be like, okay, we want you to continue, come on, we'll publish this. And I just haven't hit that point. I haven't gotten to the point where I can send it a manuscript and get published. I've been thinking about doing some self-publication, but that's a lot of work and stuff that I'm not very educated in as far as the business side of doing it. I can go to like Google. I can do Google Play, their bookstore. I mean, almost anybody can publish there, and I mean, I've been thinking about that, but I don't know all the little technical sides and everything else. I've been researching and doing my reading up on all of that, and it's just so complicated that I don't want to deal with it. It's just so much easier to just get published by another company. But then again, the publishing companies take a big portion of what you were, of what you're making, and that's just the name of the game. And it's just either getting published by another company or putting in the time to get it published myself. And I don't know, I haven't been able to have anything that I'm confident enough in to self-publish, and I've hit the rejection pile every single time in the past 2 years. I mean, it's not just publishing companies for a book, but news articles, short stories for newspapers and stuff like that. I'm getting shot down for those too. So, it's partially my writing, partially the volume of stuff they have to go through, and it just doesn't give the proper mental stimulation for them to take it aside and give it a proper read through, because most of the time an editor will read it, and within the first 5 pages they'll know exactly what they want to do with it, whether it's put it through some more or go ahead and whether they want to read more and possibly get it published, or if they want to just throw it to the rejection pile. And I guess the first 5 pages of mine just don't click. And I mean, I've also heard that, there's sometimes when you're reading a book, you can read a couple of lines of that book, and you will already know if you want to read that book more or not. And I mean, you got to think that these people, this is what they do, is they read and they edit stuff. So when it comes down to figuring out if it has potential or not, they're gonna know very, very early on. And I just I can't get it to click with them. And I mean, it's demoralizing a little bit, but it's also understandable. Where the heck? I can't find my hole to get home. But yeah, that's the plan for 2017. Is no more Smokey. Keep saving up for full-time content creation, and also work on getting published in one form or another. So let me know what your New Year's resolutions are for 2017, or your plans for the New Year's. I prefer plans just because resolutions tend to give you that you use the New Year's as an excuse to do something that you should probably be doing anyway. So, what are your plans for the New Year's? Projects, goals, things that you want to see done within your own life. Hit me up in the comment section. If you enjoyed this episode, even though it was kind of short and a bit talky and not my normal thing, and I kind of really wanted to get the pumpkin pie farm done today, but I'm lost in the nether. I'm beyond lost. But I will catch you guys in the next episode. Links to Twitter and Twitch will be in the description below.